2022. We are almost at the New Year mark. Yes. So it's a little chilly here in Atlanta. I live on the outskirts of Atlanta. And I'll tell you this much. Being born and raised in Jamaica up until age 11. And then, moving to New York and growing up in the cold. Let me tell you something. When the opportunity came to move to Atlanta, which at the time the weather, I don't think it got this cold. But I look forward to moving to Atlanta even if it was just for the weather. It wasn't only for the weather, but the weather played a big part in it because I was just sick and tired of the cold in New York. Trust me, a warm blood. I need the beach and I need weather above 80 any day of the week. Right now we have not even hit the winter season yet, and my thermostat in the house is at 78. So that tells you how much I like warm weather. Anyhow, while it's not my favorite season, I like what the season represents. So if you look around, right now you could see right through the woods. You can, have clarity on everything that is, happening back here. Right? In the springtime and the summertime, you can't tell because of all the foliage, all the leaves, etc. So you can't really see. There's a river back there. You can't even see the river in the spring and the summertime. But in the fall, when all the leaves start to fall, that's when you get to see through the woods and see, at all angles what's going on. Right? So it's not my favorite season, but I like what the season represents. One of my favorite quotes is by Rumi, and it says, "Be like a tree and let the dead leaves fall." And that quote is meaningful to me because it speaks to the attachments that we attach to our lives in terms of what we allow to define us, what we allow to label us, right? It speaks to the misidentities that we accumulate along the way, right? As we are growing up. And usually it's, from experiences that we have in our lives that we then interpret. They make an impression on us and at times tell us falsely who we are. And so the dead leaves are the identity that is not authentic to you. It's formed by your negative experiences that were incorrectly attached to you. The dead leaves are the labels. The dead leaves are the environments that you're in that's not necessarily serving you. The dead leaves are the people pleasing, the shrinking, the toxic thinking, the limiting beliefs. Those are all dead leaves. And so this is the season, guys, this is the season where I think it's important that you, as Rumi said, be like a tree and let the dead leaves fall. So, of course, I have an affirmation for you. Give me a second. Let me open up the box. And let me find it. So I'm going to read an affirmation from the Redefining Her affirmation card deck. And the affirmation today is it's actually part of the affirmation grouping. And these can be identified by the compass symbol on the back. And it's titled Actions. It's a set of action steps that are included within the Redefining Her card deck. And today's card, I'll pull it up so you can read it. And I'll read it for you. It says, "I will debunk all that which does not serve me. I will give credit to the negative opinion. I will not give credit to the negative opinions of others or labels and habits that do not represent the authentic me. I choose instead a new mental script that is in tune with who I genuinely am." So that affirmation is affirming the authentic you and encouraging you to release the toxic thinking, release the limiting beliefs, release the shrinking, release the self-doubt, release those labels that were placed on you, release all that is not authentic to you. But Georgia, how am I going to know it's not authentic? Well, to the extent it makes you uncomfortable, to the extent you are constantly feeling a tug, to the extent you feel unbalanced, like a scale, to the extent you don't necessarily feel like you're whole or being fulfilled, that is usually an indicator, right? That the environment that you're in, or the thoughts that you're telling yourself, or hello, Asia, Britt, hi. It's usually because the thoughts that you're telling yourself are not authentic to who you are. And so in this season, it is important that you, as Rumi said, be like a tree and let the dead leaves fall, because the dead leaves are blocking your vision. The dead leaves are blocking your destiny. The dead leaves are causing you to shrink. The dead leaves are causing you to not release your potential. The dead leaves are causing you not to show up authentic. And I guess another thing that just came to me too, as I'm looking at the forest behind me, when the dead leaves fall, your vision becomes clear. So again, in the summertime, in the spring and the summertime, I can't see anything back here, guys. I can't see anything because of the foliage and the trees. You can't tell that a river is back there. You can't tell a building is on the other side of the bank. You can't tell anything because the foliage is blocking the view. But in the fall season, when those leaves has, served their season, because there's a season for everything under the sun, right? After their season has ended, the leaves dry up. But if the leaves don't drop, fall away to the ground, the view is blocked. Dead leaves block your vision. It blocks your potential. And so I'm going to read this affirmation for you again. Again, for those of you who just joined, this affirmation is coming from the Redefining Her card deck. And this can be purchased at www.redefiningher.com. And today's affirmation is from the affirmation package. And it's identified by a compass on the back, and it's a series of action steps to empower you, the woman. And so today's affirmation is, I will debunk all that which does not serve me. I will not give credit to the negative opinions of others or labels and habits that do not represent the authentic me. I choose instead a new mental script that is in tune with who I genuinely am. So like Rumi said, let's let the dead leaves fall. The dead leaves are the opinions of others. They are the bad habits that doesn't necessarily move us in a positive direction towards our goals. They're the shrinking, the self-doubt, all that stuff that blocks our potential. Be like a tree and let the dead leaves fall. This is the season for those dead leaves to fall, so you can have clear vision. You could see through the woods. You could see through your obstacles, right? See them for what they are. You're not blocked by foliage. That foliage has served its season. And so I really hope this resonates with you today. I'm happy that you were able to join. One love and every blessing. Until next time. Thank you. Bye.